Yeah.
Our project is script modeling for interactive game generation. For this project, our goal is to implement and improve models for script construction in generation and retrieval settings. And we also explore whether our model can be transferred to game domain. For our project, we train models to create goal-oriented scripts. Given a goal, we will generate a sequence of steps to reach it. We use WikiHow dataset and RockStory dataset to enable the model to generate tests with different styles. We fine-tune GPT-3 models with 3 settings listed here. Comparing to the first 2 settings, we find the model is more easy to generalize when we combine the 2 datasets. Here's an example output of the generation model on the right. We can see that the generated steps mimic the style of WikiHow articles. The steps are imperative sentences. It also shows that the model has ability to reason possible steps from the results. And it understands that setting up VPN requires user to log in, and it's about servers and locations. It also understands that users need to log in before performing other operations. The same model can generate WikiHow styled steps given a goal, like how to do something, and will generate narrative sentences if the goal is more like a story title. From these 2 scripts here, we can see that the generated tests have very different styles given a goal from WikiHow and a story title from RockStories.
So we have 2 popular models. The first one is step inference ordering pipeline, and the other one is multitask pipeline. The key difference is that the step inference ordering pipeline has 2 separate models, while the multitask pipeline has shared encoder and separate heads. And we summarized the architecture here. So given a goal, we will use our steps generation model to generate a bunch of steps, and we will use our popular models to select several steps from the generated steps and order them. Here is our results. We listed the result of robot large and XLM robot large since their results are generally better. So under our limited computational resources, we trained our models on around 10,000 samples. From the table, we can see that if we use the step inference models pipeline, the model is not effectively trained. It performs no better than the random classifier. However, our multitask pipeline performs well under such limited settings.
To explore if the knowledge learned from WikiHow and the RockStories can also facilitate the zero-shot learning of game script, we now present a case study in the context of Action Castle game. The idea is that with our generative model, we initially input how to become a king to the model, which by our definition is the final goal of the game. Then we take each output steps as input to the model, and for each of them, the model generates a sequence of steps at the next level, and so on and so forth. Here on the right side is part of the resulting script we generated using this method. We also have the full version of the script in our report. We can see that given a goal how to become a king, the model can generate a sequence of 10 steps. All these steps are sensible, well formatted, and contain temporal orders. For example, the script says in order to become a king, you need first to be born in a royalty, learn to be well versed in politics, married to a princess, and then have many children, and so on. An interesting observation is that comparing with Action Castle, our version is more like a combination of fiction and fact. Nevertheless, our models still achieve nice results of these 2 levels of generation.
Okay, great. Now let's summarize our work. Our task is a goal steps generation task. That is, we have a goal and we want to generate other steps to achieve that goal. And we want to extend this to a game scenario. So when the players are given a game goal, they can reach it by following the actions generated in our model. We experimented on 2 methods. One is a joint approach. That's the model will generate steps and order them simultaneously. Another is a pipeline approach. That's the model will generate steps, select steps, and order them in a sequential way. Then we tested the models on several different game goals, and we find that our model can create logically coherent steps, but the descriptions are a little dull and boring. So we think that we can further improve our method by first, we can take temporal and causal relations of the steps into consideration. And second, we can extract abstract events instead of the concrete steps when we do the pre-processing. Third, we can train a style transfer model to convert the narratives into a more engaging and attractive way. That's it. Thanks for watching.